Hey, what's happening, Nation? It's Son Joku. Wanted to come out tonight, talk about my top 3 surprise cuts going through this offseason, and just kind of put my opinion out there. I'd really like to hear your guys' top 3, so put it in the comments section for me and start breaking down a few of these guys that are on the bubble that we really want to see are going to make this 53, or if they're not going to make the 53. We're not going to waste too much time. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. If you are new to the channel, please do think about subscribing. I really do appreciate that. It really does help me out and keep me growing. And happy early birthday, Christopher. I really hope you have a great one, man. I know you and your dad watch the show all the time, so happy birthday to you, man. All right, so let's jump into this. Number 1, gonna kind of play Captain Obvious here. It's Jalen Richard. We have to discuss this. He has a foot injury. He is out indefinitely. They're talking weeks, not a few days. So I'm really curious to see if that's going to end up being the writing on the wall for Jalen. He's kind of been on the bubble. I've talked about it before. I thought he had an outside shot with Theo Riddick retiring, but then he got placed on the COVID list, and now he comes off, and then he gets a foot injury. Now he's out for a few weeks. I really think this opens the door completely up for Groshek and Regis, and I really think one of those guys is going to end up winning that running back 3 spot. It kind of sucks to see Jalen go, and it sucks to see him go like to an injury, not even having a chance to come in and beat these rookies out. So let me know your thoughts on that, but I think Jalen pretty much may be done with the Raiders. It's going to suck. We just have to keep an eye on it, but he's going to be my surprise number 1 cut. Number 2, I always catch hell whenever I say this. I really think Amick Robertson has a serious shot at being cut off of this team. I think we brought on some talent through this offseason as far as like Hobbs and Gillespie and other players that are going to be stepping up into that role. Lawson, it looks like, might still end up having a chance to make this 53-man roster. Amick has been struggling a little bit through camp from everything that I've been reading. He's made a few plays, but he's made a few plays where he's completely just blown it. So I really want to get your guys' opinions on it. A lot of you guys love Amick. I kind of lost a little bit of love for him last season, and I really don't think he's going to end up making this final 53. I think he's still eligible to be on the practice squad, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. But as far as tonight's video goes, he's my number 2 surprise cut. Moving into number 3, it's Javen White. And I'm sorry, I had this kid's back for a while, and I was talking about if we put him on the practice squad, somebody's going to swoop in and they're going to end up plucking him off the practice squad. I don't even think that would happen at this point. Javen White has to come out there and continue to improve because it is not looking too good for him. We have a lot of talent in that linebacker room now. There's going to be a ton of competition, and we are still actively shopping new linebackers, which is a big red flag for a dude like Javen White, especially when all the hype's been kind of around Muse and then Kwiatkowski moving out and Littleton kind of adjusting to the system. You know Javen White has to be thinking in the back of his head, I'm the person at the back end of this room, and they're still looking at bringing new people in. He has to do something. I really think he would probably end up going practice squad, but there's also that shot to where he could just be released off the team. That would be my top 3 in my personal opinion. I would love to hear yours, so definitely hit me up. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And I know it's kind of early for this, but at the same time, like, some cuts are pretty obvious. You know who your camp bodies are. You pretty much know who your practice squad's going to kind of shake out to be unless somebody can move one of those spots. But getting down to that 53, you have to cut a few players that were on the team last season that you're not going to have moving forward. It sucks. It's the nature of the league. It's a business. So these guys have to do it. It happens to them every year. And then as far as the defense that you're looking at, somebody hit me up in the comments section that said they wanted to see 6 DBs, so I put it together for them. I honestly think it looks pretty cool. I like having all these dudes on the field together. You could have Hobbs and Abrams step forward. Joseph could kind of play over the middle. It honestly looks like a pretty good coverage package going up against a team like Kansas City, because you can kind of man up and then you still have the extra protection to either double team down or just float somebody over in that general zone. And I know it wouldn't be great against the run, but I don't think it would be completely exploited by the run. Just having Abram, Joseph, Hobbs, and Kwiatkowski still on the field, it's going to help. I mean, you're going to get ran on. They're going to get 3 to 5 yards every time they run against this defense. But you would never play this defense if you were in like a 1st and 10 situation. So I think that's lost on a lot of people that watch these videos. And I know I put together a ton of different defenses. And people always say, dude, they would never do that. The Raiders would never do that. You've lost your mind. I'm just reading their comment, just shaking my head like, dude, go watch the last 65 videos. Y'all that have been with me for a while, you know how I am. I just like having fun with this stuff, man. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight. I really hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you could, click that like button on your way out. It really does help me out. But until the next one, guys, I'm Son Joku, and we will catch you on the next one.